This video is brought to you by Kaiser Knives. Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids, out for a walk in the woods of New Hampshire today, and we're going to be taking a look at the new Ibex 35 from Vanquest. Once again, we're looking at the Ibex 35 from Vanquest. I first saw this at SHOT Show 2018. They do have a smaller version of this bag, so this is they've added some extra volume to the bag, as well as they're always upgrading, putting more bells and whistles, changing materials, improving materials, things like that. So what I can tell you is I've used this for an extended day hike, and I use it a lot now to haul gear and camera gear into the woods when I'm shooting videos. So this has definitely become a go-to bag for me. Bottom line for me when it comes to this bag, I would say day hiking, extended day hiking, definitely overnights. If you can probably do 2 or 3 days if you're more of a minimalist. Camping, camera gear, I mean, it's just a one-size-fits-all backpack that offers a lot of features. Very happy with Vanquest overall. This is probably in like my top 3 favorite bags at this point. Let's start off here on the outside. We'll talk through some of the features. You can see I got this in black multicam. That's one of my favorite patterns or colors from Vanquest. You can also get it in tan and gray as well. One of the first things that's really cool about this pack is that it's got this bungee cord, and then it runs all the way down through here and then to what they're calling their duck foot. So the idea is that you can put an item down here, it rests on the bottom of the duck foot, sticks up, as high as you want, obviously, and then you cinch this down, and now you've got it very secure. And it's just a way to carry larger gear. That could be an axe, that could be a tripod for a camera. And you can see when I really pull this thing down, it almost kind of creates a groove in there. So that should be very solid. There's I don't even know how many times these are stitched, 5, 6 times. Very, very solid there. Daisy chain here if you want to attach gear all over the bag. We do have loops at the bottom. Most people call these loops for an ice axe, but you can put a variety of different gear here, and they have another one here as well, and those are fully adjustable to different sizes. Hook and loop panel up here on the top if you want to attach a flag, morale patch, ID patch, whatever the case might be, and then you can see there's the Vanquest logo right there. Looking at the side panel, you can see we've got some straps here, so you can put gear in and strap it down, and there's a little bit of kind of a lip here at the bottom, so you could rest something there and then strap it in. We do have laser cut molly here, so you can attach gear to the outside, and then this is a nice big zipper that runs down. Hook and loop panel there, high vis orange. There's some pockets in the bottom, and this fits a full-size water bottle, and you can see it runs all the way down here, so you're gonna fit probably up to a 64 ounce, and this is actually, I can double check here, you can see it, you can fit a hydration bladder on the side as well, so that's cool. I ran a hydration bladder on a hike I did recently. I ran it actually in the back of the backpack, but you can run it on the side as well. Nice big zipper pulls as well, so even with a pair of gloves on, you grab a hold of that and you can access it, open it up quite easily. You can also see that there's a handle here. There is an internal frame in here that you can take out, so it's a little bit easier to travel with, and this is great, man. Taking this out of the car, pulling it out from a tent, it's just another way to grab it. There's one here, there's one up on the top, and then one on the other side as well. So just a nice additional feature there to add that in. And having hiked with this and used this, I have found that this does not get in the way at all. Just want to show you the other side of the pack here. Same features on both sides. All right, flipping it over here, there's a lot to talk about in this section. First, very comfortable support. I mean, this is probably, 3/4 of an inch, half an inch up. So you got nice airflow that's gonna be coming in. This is soft and yet durable material, the padding that's there. So you've got it there on the straps and then down here on the base. Let me talk about the waist strap. You can see, first of all, we've got some webbing here and also on this side, so if you want to attach a med pack or something to carry a cell phone, camera, other things like that, that's easy to do. Clip, you can see they've reduced weight just by basically taking out some of the extra plastic. Open it up like that. These are pull forward, and then you can see I haven't basically rolled this one up, but it does have this little kind of control Velcro section here that I've utilized on this side. So after you set it, you can roll these up, and then you don't have extra strapping kind of bouncing all over the place in your way. So comfortable here. Down in the bottom section, you can take off the waist belt if you want to do that. This padding will remain. And then let me just talk about the straps, then we'll talk about how adjustable it is. sternum strap here with a whistle. You've got lots of attachment points, so you can run your hydration bladder out and then to here to keep it under control. Run it on this side as well. You know, if you want to hook a carabiner and have some gear easily accessible, just lots of ways to attach gear to the bag. You can see how it's contoured, cuts in and then cuts out. Again, having used this for a variety of different purposes, quite comfortable to carry even when it's fully loaded up. So this whole system here allows the pack to be adjustable. So basically you've got hook and loop, pull this down, pull this up, and now this entire section can come out. It's a little bit of work to do just because, well, as it should be, because then once it's locked in, it's nice and solid. But you can see here, this portion runs underneath one of the, it's very durable webbing. It's more durable than anything else on the pack. Just not that stuff isn't durable, but this is just really, really solid. So you run this, you know, through whatever section you want, and then basically you're skipping two, and then there's another hook and loop on the top. So I've got it set up at the tallest setting. You run this through like so, pull it down, pull the top section down, the bottom section down, and now it's adjusted. Say you want this shorter for a shorter torso, you're gonna open this up, pull the whole thing out, move it down here, and do the same thing. One thing I did originally was I moved the whole thing up too far, and the whole section was this whole yoke section was leaning over. So basically you gotta have your make sure that both the bottom and the top hook and loop are running through one of these cross webbing. So that's great though, man. To be able to adjust that, you can use the pack, set it up, and then say you're lending it to somebody else, they want to use it, somebody's borrowing it, you give it to somebody. Now they've got a way that they can actually set that up properly. You can see there's a little slot here that's for your hydration bladder to run out, and then obviously you can run down both the left and the right side. All right, as we look into the inside of the bag, you can see one very large compartment. There are some smaller storage compartments on this panel down here, which I will turn around and show you in a second. First thing I'll show you is that I've got my hydration bladder, a source hydration bladder, hooked up in here. The tube runs through. You can run it to either side, so that's great. This is a panel that can receive Velcro, so you can attach gear here on the side and on the side. Basically, it's just one large compartment inside. Some people want tons of little storage compartments. Vanquest has other gear or other bags that do that. This one's just one large compartment. Now, the thing that sets this apart is this system here, which allows you, with their MOLLE attachment clips, to take something like one of their smaller packs. They've got organizer packs like this in a variety of colors and sizes, and you can attach it to this panel. Here's what I'll tell you is that you run the clips basically through here, and then you can run them through the webbing. This is the one thing I would change in this pack. I would actually turn this entire thing. It's set up to run these this way so that you can sling it around to your front on one side, and then basically the entire bag is turned 90 degrees. I would just change this, cover the whole thing with this, and run them this way, so I could go like 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. That's a preference thing. It's not a make or break deal for me, but the idea is that you can attach, you know, a bunch of your smaller organizers like this, so when you sling it around to one side, you can unzip one zipper and then get in and access these you know, your smaller organizers. That said, you don't have to use that. You can just store gear in here, which is obviously an easy way to you know, to carry gear. So small sleeping bag, extra clothes, food, cooking gear, whatever it is, all in this main section. Flipping it around to the other side, this is the part that zips up and closes the bag up. But you've got two sections here. You've got a zipper compartment here, and I'll show you this in a second, a little bit more detail. We've got a zipper compartment here that's got this honeycomb that you can see through, so you can see decently the gear that's inside and access it. Now this, as I unzip it, you're gonna see I have one of the Vanquest organizers in here. This is the EDCM Husky 2.0, and you can organize gear in this, and then it fits perfectly. It's made for this pocket, which this pocket is accessible when the bag is all closed up. That's this pocket right here. So you can get it while the bag is closed or when the bag is open. Speaking of the top, I also want to mention there's another smaller pocket up top, and it has this EDC gear organizer in here, and this is the PPM Slim 2.0 Personal. And these can be purchased separately, but you've got an organizer in there, an organizer in here, and then back in the main section of the bag, you can put more organizers as well. You could pretty easily fit, I mean, probably 15 total. You'd have to cram them in at the end, but 15 total different organizers if that's the type of gear and setup, or how you want to set up your gear. But you can access this when this is open, and also access it when the bag is closed by going in through this zipper right here. I also want to note quickly here that you can see I've got a plate for rucking. This is a 30-pound plate, and it fits beautifully right in this section behind this panel. And so if you want to use this pack to ruck, you can do that as well. What I'm going to do here is roll in some images of the bag, and then in the lower third on the screen, I'll give you some details as far as the capacity, how much the different sections hold, something about the materials, just so you can know a little bit more about this pack. Wrapping up here, you can tell I think this bag has a lot to offer. This is probably in my top 3. The Mobius is probably number 1, this number 2, and then one of their messenger bags, number 3. You're going to be paying $235 for this in black multicam and $220 if you get it in the gray or in the tan as well. Now there is a 26 of the Ibex. There was a 30 that's been discontinued, so if you can find it, it's going to be kind of hit and miss out there. This is the 35 again, 35 liters of total capacity for the bag. You're gonna pay now, it's going to sting, and then you're going to have a bag for a lifetime. So Vanquest stands behind their gear. They're always taking customer feedback, and I like this bag because it has organization, because it has a lot of cool features, and then also you can put other things in it, like those little organizers. I love that you can organize gear within it if you want to, and also you've got that big open section if you don't want to do that. So it just gives a diversity of ways you can actually utilize the bag. All right, everybody, I hope this video was helpful in helping you learn about this bag and also see if it's going to fit into your needs. Let's hear your comments below. Do you like the bag? What do you like about it? What would you change about it maybe? Let's get the discussion started in the comment section. Thanks as always for watching the videos here on YouTube. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids if you haven't done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Check us out on Instagram, Tumblr, and Vero as well. More videos coming soon. Take care.